What's going on, guys? This is Marshall here. Let's get my DC Rebirth #1 review. I hope you guys got hyped by that intro with Batman v Superman. I just wanted to hype you guys up for this video. Now, I know, this video is so late, and I have some other videos that are just not even uploaded, not even recorded yet, that are so late. I've got multiple things I'm working on, and then I gotta do a room tour, which that's not done yet either. So, there's just a lot that I've been doing that, that's just taking my time away from doing these videos, but now I'm back, I'm here, so hopefully we can get started with this. But before we get started with this DC Rebirth #1 review, which Mike Lynn, I talked to him about, I commented back and forth with him about, but before we get started with this video, I just want to say, the Sims channel, update for the Sims channel, if you guys see it in the description, is now called the Gaming channel, Marshall Gaming. Go check that channel out. It is so fun. You guys will like it. It's basically a gaming channel where I just live stream. There's no videos. There's no gaming videos. It's just live streaming all the time. Usually I'll try to do it on Sundays, but I usually just call it when I want it. Like, yesterday I did a 2-hour live stream last night with Caden. He did a live stream too, so we both kind of did a back-to-back live stream. And it was 2 hours long, so you guys go check out the gaming channel. It is so much fun. I guarantee you guys subscribe, you won't be sorry. I just did another live stream this morning, but it was an Injustice live stream for the trailer that just dropped. So go check out that channel. Please just go check that out. It's so much fun, but it's not getting a lot of traction yet. So if you guys go check out that channel, try to support it. That would be really great, and I'd really appreciate it. But it's a fun channel that I like doing, so I just wanted to share it with all of you. But other than that, we also have some other stuff to talk about. With me being behind on videos, I'm super behind. Oh my gosh. I'm behind on a lot of videos. This one, I'm behind on 2 other ones, and then I'm behind on another one. So, I think another one. So I'll try to get all those out. And then also there's another Girl Meets World episode that I got to see the premiere early, so I'm going to post that review today. So there's just so much stuff that I'm trying to do. I was going to live stream today, but I decided to not do it because it would just take away all my time. So that's my updates for the gaming channel and the videos that I'm behind on. But let's get to DC Rebirth. Let's talk about it. So I love DC Rebirth. I think it's such a great idea. Originally I was like, oh my gosh, they're rebooting it again. They're redoing everything. They're just trying. I think that DC has just done so many building blocks up to try to rebuild and redo that they just lost their foundation. So I think that I was just like, I don't want to see this. But then I read it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. It's kind of like a new beginning for DC, and I really like that. So what is DC Rebirth about? Because a lot of people were like, oh no, another reboot. This is not a reboot. By far is not a reboot of DC Comics. What it is that it's a continuation, recap, like, kind of a reboot, but like not really. It's like kind of like this continuating recap with DC. It's like continuing on, but it's also recapping and then also rebooting just a tad, like, of what it needs to do. It's kind of a weird, it's a weird thing. It's like a reboot, continuating, recap, review-ish type comic thing. I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of weird to explain, but I will explain it to you along in this video. So, in DC Rebirth, it's basically the story about Wally West, or at least the first issue, DC Rebirth #1. It's basically the story about Wally West, and he is trapped in the Speed Force. He needs to get released from the Speed Force. He goes to different people in his life. He visits Batman, which we'll talk about in a second. Linda Park, we'll talk about that. And Barry, we'll talk all about those. So he visits all these people. He's telling this story. He's kind of recapping us about what's going on, which is why I say it's a recap. He's recapping us of everything that has been going on in DC to now, and what's connected, what's still here, what's not here. So yeah, there are elements of the New 52, like good elements of the New 52 that are used here, and there are also elements of like things back in the day, like Flashpoint, that are also referenced here. Flashpoint did exist in this universe, as Wally described and explained. So that's really cool too. I like how they're recapping everything, kind of placing the building blocks everywhere. Like I said, to build up, but to also continue on and kind of recap us with everything that's been going on. And it's a great time. Like, if you're a DC reader, but you want to start reading DC, it's a great time to start, because that's what it is. It's kind of recapping you of what happened before in DC Comics, what's been happening in New 52, but that's needed here, and it's a really strong kind of like explainer, and then it just kind of continues on in its own story. And that's great, and it's really cool. So if you're a new DC reader, it's a perfect time to get in on DC and reading the comics, because they're just kind of like rebuilding everything. And don't read Marvel right now, because Marvel's kind of in trouble a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying don't read it, like, outright, don't read Marvel, but I'm just, because I don't read Marvel, but just saying, a lot of people are upset at Marvel right now for the Captain America issue, Hail Hydra. So yeah, so I prefer wanting to start with DC, then maybe go back to Captain America. I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I might make a video about Captain America, but I don't think I will, just because, you know, it's hate against Captain America. But anyway, back to what I was saying about DC Rebirth, though. It's great. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that I really like. So let's talk about some of the characters, some of the things that were going on in the story. So as Wally West is kind of in this Speed Force, they explain New 52 Wally West, and how I think he's like Wallace West or something like that, like they explain his name. So they have taken New 52 Wally West and they have put him in Rebirth with the old Wally West, like with Pre-52 Wally. So Pre-52 and New 52 Wally are both in this Rebirth universe now. So that's good. People were kind of complaining, like, where is my Pre-52 Wally West and where is my New 52 Wally West? So now they're both coexisted in the same universe. So that's great. So we have two Wally Wests, I guess. I don't know. But that's a good thing of not alienating like the Wally West. So they've spent time developing New 52 Wally West. He's on the TV show The Flash now. And then to bring back the Pre-52 Wally West, it's good to bring him back. So now they're both kind of together. So that's a good thing, right? So I really do like that as well. And then we also see a little bit of Ted Kord. Like there's Blue Beetle and Ted Kord explainers. Dr. Fate's in here. We have Linda Park. We have Batman. We have, you know, there's some more characters in here. I forgot who else was in there. I know Dr. Fate and Blue Beetle. But Supergirl has like I don't think she has any like dialogue in the comic, but Supergirl is featured in there. Wonder Woman is in there for like 2 seconds. I don't know if she has dialogue either. Maybe she does. I'm not really sure. Barry Allen, you know, there's just so many people that the new Superman, the new Clark, and his son and Lois. I think his Lois. You know, they're in here. So there's just a lot of elements in here. And Wally visits Batman in the Batcave, which really remind me of the Batman vs Superman scene where, spoiler alert, where Flash kind of comes out of the I have water all in my ears, but as I just took a shower. But when Barry in the movie Batman vs Superman comes out of the Speed Force or comes out of traveling back in time or whatever he does, comes out as like, Bruce, Lois Lane is the key, and then it's like, in here, it's the same thing. Wally comes out of the Speed Force and has like this message to Batman, so that's also a thing that happened in here as well. He does the same thing with Linda. That was really cool too, seeing it, and Linda didn't remember. Like, and Wally, the only way for Wally to escape the Speed Force and not die is for someone to remember that he was, you know, there to help him get out of the Speed Force. Linda did not remember anything. And then it goes to Barry. Barry ends up remembering and ends up bringing him back. So that's a really cool thing too. I really do like where they're taking the Flash. I'm excited to see Flash Rebirth. I have read Batman Rebirth. I've read that one, #1 of Batman. I haven't read Green Arrow, so no spoilers, anything for any of the other comics. I don't know if Green Arrow's out yet or not. I think it's out. I know that there are multiple ones out this month, but I haven't read them yet, so just don't spoil it down below. But yeah, it was really interesting to see what happened with Barry and Wally. It's going to be interesting to see where they put Wallace West, the New 52 Wally. It'll be interesting to see how they work with that and how they work with Flash mythology and all that stuff in the next Rebirth for Flash. That'll be really interesting as well. And then we have the big teaser. You know, the new Clark maybe becoming the new Superman, as we know that they've blended in the story of the vanishing, disappearance, death of their Superman, the original Superman, so that'll be interesting to see where they take that storyline. They also have the Watchmen. There was a teaser where Wally's like, I know we're being watched and someone's watching us. And Batman has the pin, the Watchmen pin with the blood on it, so that obviously is the Watchmen symbol, kind of. So he has that with him. That's going to be leading into Watchmen. So basically everybody online is saying that Dr. Manhattan was controlling the DC universe and controlling, you know, New 52, and, you know, now they're going to face, you know, him in Rebirth and kind of bring Watchmen in the new DC continuity. So I think that that's what's going to be happening. It's going to be interesting to see where they take all of those stories. I mean, it's basically this whole marathon of stories, and now they get to branch out. So I am really excited to see where they take that. I hope you guys are too. What did you guys think of DC Rebirth #1? And is it worth buying? Yes. It's like $3, guys. It's like $3 in the US, maybe $2 in the UK, or maybe it's $2 in the US and $3 in the UK. I don't know for sure. It's different around the world. There are different prices around the world, but I think in the US it's either $2 or $3. But for an 84-page comic book, that's a good deal. So in my opinion, buy it. I think it's a really great deal, and it is worth buying. It's a fun story. It's a good story, and I think that people will enjoy it. And I think that new DC readers, for $3, you can learn about some of the DC characters and then keep reading on and on. about it. So that's really great too. So what did you guys think of it? Comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Mikey Lynn, thank you for commenting back and forth with me back when I was planning my DC Rebirth video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed too, Mikey Lynn, this video. So don't forget to comment what you guys think of the story. Links up there to my other videos. Links in there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and gaming channel. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.